Man, Fate Stay Night was so much fucking trash. It was disgusting. Oh my god. Like, it does not get worse than Fate Stay Night. As a matter of fact, Seraph was better than Fate Stay Night. My fucking gosh. This is a message from
these nuts. Got him! Got him!
All jokes aside, though, shit! Like, I knew... Fucking Alex. Every time I got into a call with Alex, he was like, this episode of Fate Stay Night is going to be, heart-wrenching. And I always knew that was probably hinting towards, somebody getting their fucking heart ripped out. I didn't think that he would mean that there would be multiple swords stabbed into the servants, to which their heart would probably fucking come out of their body, if not being impaled at least. Jesus Christ, I didn't expect Gilgamesh to do what the fuck he did at the end. Like, I knew he'd come up, and I was like, if he comes up, some badass shit is gonna happen. But Jesus fucking Christ, these motherfuckers were, this fight was shorter than Ryder. Than Ryder's fight in Fate Zero when he got fucking wrecked. God damn. Overall, I didn't really care for the first half. I couldn't even really tell what was going on. I was like, okay, so this is clearly, this was like at the beginning of the Grail War. And then, like, they explained it a little better. I had to get up for a second, so I didn't like I didn't like count it as a flaw. But like when I got back, Popo and Keith also didn't know what was going on, so I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But I kind of figured out. I think it was just a flashback for Castor's story at the beginning of the Grail War, and how she originally had one master. The question was, though, like, I kept thinking that master was fucking Gilgamesh. Because the Master also walked up to Kirei as well, but he wasn't as, like, how should I say this? He wasn't, Kirei was more hostile than he usually is to somebody like Gilgamesh, and so, I don't know. I just don't feel, I don't know if that was Gilgamesh or not, but it didn't look like Gilgamesh to me, because number 2, Gilgamesh wouldn't have a fucking tan, and he wouldn't be alive at this point, so it couldn't have been Gilgamesh, so... Yeah, I just kind of found that sequence a little confusing at, you know, but that's just how I interpreted it. Rule breaker, though, still pissed me the fuck off. Still breaking the rules of the game. Don't worry, you're in trouble. Rule breaker. Deus Ex fucking Machina right there. I thought they were trying to make a Philosopher's Stone at first. I was like, the fuck? First 2 minutes, nothing really happened at all. It was just Ren talking to Shiro, and then them kind of going like, oh, well, this romance has slightly developed since the beginning of the season. Or not the season, but the series. I feel as if that was all that 2 minutes was trying to do, which was stretched out, but yeah, nothing really happened. It was like watching Nisekoi. Only it looked good. Rack! Joking. Also loved how Castor got the shit beat out of her at 8:18 when she got punched in the fucking mouth. That shit was hilarious. Nothing against feminists. I didn't notice that blue fire was stock footage, in case you couldn't tell. And stock footage is like what they use in Hollywood. It's not like real fire. It's just like CGI type of fire, and it loops. Yeah, that's what stock footage is. I saw that stock footage. Don't act like I didn't. Wrecked. Fucking ugly ass face at 13-17. That was when the guy that looked like Gilgamesh was up against the wall. Looked like, oh fuck, the dick's too big. Sexy looking rain and puddles. Cause that's all we care about. 1507. That was by far like the best CGI car I've ever seen in my life. But then I realized like 8 seconds later, what type of fucking taxi goes into the forest? Shit show, 0 out of 10. Fucking part when Ren was like, oh, don't worry, I'll be fine. She was like, I'll be good. Whoosh, nigga! Shit was hilarious. That shit actually got me. I thought Shinji's part was a little, just kind of what the fuck-ish, especially when, like, you see how it just led into Gilgamesh. Like, I think everybody forgot for the most part that, like, fucking Gilgamesh was with Shinji. I know we did, until, like, Gilgamesh fucking popped up out of nowhere. We were like, oh, yeah. One thing that I will say is that, yes, they did censor that arm. Like, they showed the arm, but they didn't show it in its entirety. Like, they kind of blurred it out. But I actually like that censoring, because they blurred out the end of the arm. They didn't blur out the entirety of the arm, and then the screen got darker. So, as long as you can see what happens while something's getting censored, then I honestly think it's fine. So, I didn't have a problem with the censors because we at least saw what happened, and then after that, they blurred out just to censor a bit, and then they moved on to the next scene. So I didn't have a problem with that type of censoring. I actually thought that was pretty clever. But it was a Gaussian blur, not a radial blur. 0 out of 10. Gilgamesh's part, though, was, shit, I think we talked about that already. That's too fucking much, But Gilgamesh's swords weren't black. 0 out of 10. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces!